The first thing I think of is how connected and collegial this community of practitioners is and how much that spills over into our staff culture. It's just been extraordinary to me to see how very different this professional society is. I've worked with a lot of different groups. Mm-hmm. They're not like that. And in many ways, I think AMDA's members really aren't that aware of how different they are, but they are. And I tell them that all the time. They think I'm just blowing smoke when I say, you guys are all very special. And the fact is they are. They are so connected, so collegial, so friendly, collaborative. As physicians, it's not the usual way of things. And I think it's what makes AMDA so special. Well, I can't have a single favorite because there's so many of them. The staff did this little tribute for me, and they all talked about, and I don't think they collaborated on this. I think everybody talked about how I would come in and stuff envelopes with them and get competitive with who could stuff faster and all that. So I'm struck by, as a leader, you always think about it's, the visionary leadership and the compelling, being out there being a leader, but it's not. It's really the little things, like walking into the lunchroom just as Tien is, saying something rude or, inappropriate. And, it's the getting in with everybody and stuffing bags and putting things together. That's actually what makes it fun. And not hiding in your office, sort of doing CEO stuff. That's the fun part is working with everybody, and that has been forever. For the last 10 years, that's been my favorite part. Things have changed radically for our setting of care, and they will not go back, and they cannot go back. It would be unconscionably wrong for things to go back to the way they were pre-COVID. The system was broken before COVID. COVID just showed how completely broken our setting of care is and how much we need to kind of start over and not simply reform post-acute long-term care, but completely reinvent it. And I think COVID does give us an opportunity to do that. And I think AMDA does have a leadership role in this. We have taken a leadership role in clinical guidance all through during COVID. It's been recognized, and we're now seen as a trusted source of information. We're now seen as clinical experts in this setting. And I think this is our time now to influence policy, influence operations, and really sort of make things better for the patients and residents that our members serve. I think in terms of how we function as an organization, I've been committed to bringing people together at least 4 times a year. I've been committed to, reaching out. We use the technology as we can to stay connected. So that connection is still super important, and we can do what we need to keep it alive. It's not going to be the same. It's never going to be the same as it was when we were all in one office. But that doesn't mean it can't still be good, and it still can't reflect our commitment to collegiality and connection. Yeah, I think my advice for my successor is, firstly, I don't think she's got the background in post-acute long-term care, and not surprisingly, it's a very unique field. So to just listen a lot, spend a lot of time with our expert staff, spend time with our very expert and very helpful volunteers and members. They'll be very willing to tell her, to show her what's different and unique about the setting of care. I'm sure she'll pick it up quickly. But that's, I think basically if she can really inculcate herself into the culture of the setting and how our members interact with each other, so to learn from them, listen to their clinical issues that they bring up, sit in on some of the conversations that are going to be very technical at first, but she'll understand really what's being talked about. That's really the best advice I have. The organization is in very good shape. You won't have to like reinvent it. We're strong now, and we're very stable. We've got good alignment across all of our various committees and boards and affiliates, et cetera. So I think her first task is to, grow in her knowledge of our setting, and I think that'll be easy to do because people are very open and willing.